Thanks so much for all those under that lakeshore flood advisory. It's an all too familiar concern.
Yeah, we've seen what the water can do to homes, but there's another danger this morning for boaters. Jason Colthorpe is reporting this morning from St. Clair Shores, where the water is now threatening the electrical systems.
Just look where I'm at exactly. The water level right up to this dock. There's actually another dock below this one that's underwater. And the real threat here is when the water levels get up like this, you have power and electrical that runs along these docks. And if the water level gets too high and the water becomes electrified and someone jumps in there, well, that's when they get shocked and they become incapacitated, and it can have deadly effects. Nothing like a Friday night party on the water, or just a relaxing night watching the boats come in. On Lake St. Clair, they're excited to finally get some sunny, warm weather, but the rising water levels can't be ignored either.
It's usually about a foot and a half, 2 feet down from where it is right now.
Chip Miller's family has owned Miller Marina since the 1930s, and he's had a lot of raising to do this year.
We've put a 2x6 down on the original dock and then replanked it. So you got almost 4 inches. We've raised these up. Once this was locked, you could walk up to it. This was all dry land. We could open and close this gate.
It's never been this high. Never been this high.
Al Olesko and his family have had a boat well at the marina here for 47 years.
I've already reset my lines three times this summer already, because of the height of the water.
For experts like Chip and Al, the water level is more of an inconvenience, but for others, it could be dangerous.
Sometimes when people run their cords along the seawall, if this goes in the water or the water comes up high enough and there's any defect to the cable, that could ground the power into the water. There's been incidences where people get electrocuted in the water, and yeah, it's potentially life-threatening.
Exactly, and that's the sort of thing that can have deadly effects. Now, Miller says they could actually handle another 8 to 10 inches before things really start to be a problem for them. But as we heard earlier in the weather forecast, the winds coming in over the weekend, that's also going to complicate things. In St. Clair Shores, Jason Colthorpe, Local 4.